two leadership titans, vision and mission. Good business leaders create a vision, articulate the vision, passionately own the vision, and relentlessly drive it to completion. It's a quote from Jack Welch, found in a book, Leadership, from Anthony Gell, How to Get Yourself, Your Team, and Your Organization Further Than You Ever Thought Possible. Engagement is dropping, but here is the truth. No leader can motivate people into caring. The real key, empowerment. Today, I want to speak with you about leadership shift and how eventually we can do it together, alone, or if we are not ready yet for the change, what kind of thoughts we can anchor in our mind and think about for the future. Good morning and welcome everyone to the new Monday, wonderful day, start of the new week, and Monday Leadership Kickstart Insight. How empowerment can become a bridge between leadership loneliness and team engagement. Considering the month of October is the month where we speak about the mental health. Last year, I have hosted 3 days event under the title Leadership for Mental Health. And this year, I'm also doing the initiative to connect, learn, and evolve together around this subject under the theme Turning Points for Leaders. Last week, I have started the whole campaign for this month with the subject of loneliness. It's not a comfortable subject. It's not a comfortable word, actually, because how it's possible? We don't feel lonely, aren't we? On September Lead Talk, we were talking about the latest statistics around the engagement. Before summer, I was operating with different data, and there was a 33% showing that people are engaged. The latest data are showing 21%. So it's an enormous drop even over the last 10 years. The data are really shocking, especially we are spending over the year globally around $400 billion for the leadership development. Then it makes me thinking how it's become that we feel lonely. Are we operating on two separated lines, employee and individual? But in reality, we are all the same person. I share about this specifically a bit more on my daily, very quick videos that you may find Leadership for Mental Health 2025. But considering that this week, I want to bring and build the bridge with you around the empowerment engagement, let's focus on that. I can see there are a lot of contradictions between the theory and the reality. We can see quite a lot of posts, quite a lot of quotes from the famous people that are inspiring us for the connection. But when we are going into the organization, we are experiencing complete isolation. Although we speak about the strategy and how to boost organizational growth, we are focusing in that race on the numbers. Why, when we are going for the business performance review, we focus on the KPIs that are related, how many projects we launched, on what percentage of completion those projects are, how much money we have spent, how much money we have saved. There are no questions how many skills we provided to our employees, how many new capabilities we have provided to our employees, how many employees have been promoted over the last 6 months or even starting from January 2025. On these performance review, there are no such questions. There will be maybe something around, oh, we have conducted 100 trainings. Okay. And that's the data you are happy about? That's the fake data. just to feed ego. We are clapping to that because that's the achievement. But how actually those 100 trainings, and let's assume 100 people attended each, could really benefit from that training? Or also you feed them in a fake manner by sharing to them wisdom, their certification, appreciation for your contribution, appreciation of your being into that training. But in practice, what is their benefit? What is their understanding of that particular training? How this training and this person on that training serves your, as a leader, departmental vision? This is what Jack Welch is saying. Create the vision, not yours, but for the people. This is what leadership is about. If not, you are doing a pure management. You become a manager, you create a list of tasks, a table in Excel, assigning people who shall do what, and then purely in a transactional manner, you are reviewing who is doing what and how fast they are completing. That's not leadership, it's management. Leadership is for other people. This is why I always say management can function without leadership. Leadership cannot function without management. Leadership is your voice. Leadership is your emotional scale. How are you connecting with people? How are you articulating vision? Management is the set of processes that in a strategic manner, here the strategy comes in, you are lining up to achieve it, the final outcome, which is the vision. Do you have a passion for the people? Leadership is about passion for people, not for the KPIs. If you are only sharing in a dry manner the tasks and you are happy because you are just right now new project assigned, you feel important in the organization, you are collecting people who can add the benefit to that project, but without thinking how this project can make them grow, you are missing the pure and direct opportunity to build the bridge between your vision and people's desires. And this is how you are creating in an invisible manner the empowerment that in time it's becoming an engagement. I want to work with you. I feel connected to that project. I feel connected to my leader. I am seen. Within that process, we are also rolling out the red carpet for people being able to speak up. They are partners, not only employees. That again, coming back to the KPIs, you see only through the lens of percentage of completion within the project. How it's possible even that we are going back to this transactional mindset. And then we are surprised. Why my people don't want to work? Why my people are so sad? Why my people are not coming to work? Why the absenteeism is so high? Why the retention is so low? You cannot win people only with money. We people, even as leaders, we need healthy attention. We need to be seen. And we as a leader, that's unfortunately on us, we need to create that space. You cannot sit and say, oh, because my leader doesn't see me, because my leader is absent, because my leader is laissez-faire, because my leader is ABC. Who are you? Are you a leader or you are a follower? If you follow the basic principle of the leadership, you should know you are the one. If there is no opportunities, you are the one who is holding the key to create the opportunities for the people for whom you are responsible. If you are missing that, you miss a lot. Motivation is external. Engagement is internal choice. Motivation is not engagement. Motivation is the outcome of how clearly you are presenting the meaning of your vision. On what level you are connecting with people. What kind of environment you are creating for the people to make them feel motivated. Only then you can sparkle this internal choice of engagement. How can I do it? How can I create the empowerment? How can I create engagement? First of all, don't expect that after you send them for the employee engagement training or you create the learning session, it will come on the following day. It does not work like that. It takes time. So you need to be patient. If you want to rush, then again, you're emotionally driven, not with your rational mindset. People need adjustment. People need the time for the adjustment. People also need to understand that the change is coming for their benefit, not only for yours, so that you can be called better leader. You will be anyway called better leader if you give a healthy attention to your employees, because they will feel they are growing within themselves. How? Delegate. If you are having your 100 list of tasks, can you cut off 40% and delegate 40% of your work to your employees, equally shared? One task this one task another one, maybe some shared responsibilities. But how? Only I can do it. You have the answer. Obviously, you are transactional manager. If you are afraid or if you are not trusting your people to manage, there is a huge gap and great opportunity for you to grow as a leader. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of them making the mistake. You are there. You are there with your knowledge. You are there with your experience. And you are a leader, so you need to be ready to take the risk for their benefit and their growth. And especially if you want to contribute to elevate a bit the statistics from 21% of employees' engagement to at least 56, please. Let's do it together. When did I say it? On the previous Monday Kickstart? The bell is ringing, but I don't know which church. To write an essay, one page. How do they perceive the leadership in their current role? Use that exercise. Use that exercise to dive in and connect with people. Create the goal based on what is inside. Sit with them for a few minutes and talk with them. How can we, what you have written here, align with your maybe upcoming year annual business objectives? I think that would be a great idea to do it. Try it and share in comments what you think about this kind of alignment. Yeah, I know. I know it doesn't sound commercialized. It's different, but this is how leadership works. You're connecting with people on their human being level, not through the big words. For this week, let's put some challenge for us. What place we can identify within our work where we can stop controlling and start empowering? That's a good one. Hands are shaking. Ooh. But come on, we all know even small steps create the huge change. And I'm sure your team, your employees really wish you to connect with them in this different way. You know, when I was giving away some even pieces from the bigger program I was running, it's like, okay, so you will be a lead of this particular part. You can't imagine how wonderful, amazingly, the wings were growing from the individuals. People need that. People needs, and they are having this hunger to own something, to be responsible, accountable for something. It creates a different dimension of energy and definitely a trust. Let me share with you a wonderful part also from the book from Anthony Gell, which I believe is an absolutely perfect closure remark for today's Leadership Kickstart Insight. Don't be held back by perfectionism. The more action you take, the more shots you will take, the luckier you will then get, and the more goals you will score. But if you wait for all the moons and the stars to be aligned before you take the shot, you won't get much stuff out there, and you won't try a lot of things. Yet it's only by trying many different things that you can discover what actually works. Voila. And that's it for today. As I mentioned to you, I'm running this month's short campaign, I can say, for the leadership for mental health. This Friday, October 10th, is a World Mental Health Day, and I will be hosting at 2 p.m. my Belgium time, 20 minutes session. So if you have a time in your calendar, wherever you are in this world, please join me. Link for the registration is below. It will be the first out of 3 short sessions, and let's connect and reflect about loneliness and engagement and a little bit more. So thank you very much for joining me today, and see you next week. Have a wonderful and great, successful and peaceful week ahead.